What's up, boxing fan? Just wanted to give you some quick info that I heard today, since I know there ain't much happening in the heavyweight division anyway. So I decided, to do this vid real quick, and it's about John Ruiz versus David Haye. We know David Haye. He brings a lot of excitement to the heavyweight division. The guy's an explosive fighter. He was about to go big time and fight the Klitschko's. Whatever happened, I think he was injured, or I don't know what happened. The fight did not fall through. Anyway, he fought that big Russian giant. I forget his name, Duvo. I think he's Russian. I said Russian. I'm not sure, but he's a giant in boxing right now in the heavyweight division. And I'm glad that Haye got the decision, and because John Ruiz fought that same guy twice, and a lot of people said John Ruiz won, but he was robbed. And I say that's the most, I believe that could have happened, because I've seen a lot of fights with this giant where he's lost and they've been giving him the fights. I saw a fight not that long back when he fought Holyfield, that giant, that Aduba guy fought Holyfield, and Holyfield beat him every single round. He won a unanimous decision, and they robbed Holyfield and gave him the fight. And another thing, man, Holyfield, he was moving around like a 21-year-old, bro. That's suspicious, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's another subject. Anyway, now we have David Haye, very exciting. We hope he brings some excitement to the sport in that division at least. I don't know how hard he can hit in that division. I don't think he, but let's see what's up. He's outspoken, he's charismatic to a certain point, So John Ruiz, a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people say he's boring and this and that. I have a lot of respect for the guy. First of all, he's the first American of Latino descent to become the heavyweight world champion. He's the first Latino, for that matter, to become the heavyweight world champion. He's fought with a lot of guys out there. He's won a lot. He's won over a lot of legitimate heavyweights, and he was even asking at certain points for the big names. When he was a champion, he was asking for the big names. The Lennox Lewis's and the Klitschko's, and they were all saying no. They were like, nah, man, this dude, he's not that good. He's not worth it. He's not good. He's too easy. I mean, if he's so easy, if he's not that good, go in there, knock him out, take his belt, and now you have another title. But nobody wanted to do that. I don't think it's that he was that easy. I think it's just he's so difficult. He's such a difficult fighter because he's so uncomfortable. He's grabbing and come at you with that straight right, and it's just the way it's. He could ruin anybody's night. And I'm kind of seeing that he can ruin David Haye's night. David Haye's coming in there, wants to look spectacular, wants to make a name for himself in a division that is lacking talent right now in the heavyweight division. And I think that John Ruiz can ruin his night. So David Haye, you better watch out, because John Ruiz, that style, I have a lot of respect for the guy. Honestly, people could say he's boring, but what's boring? What's boring and what's exciting? Because if we're gonna think boring, we'll look at Winky Wright. Winky Wright's achieved a lot in the sport of boxing. He's even beaten the likes of Felix Trinidad. He's had a lot of great fights in his career. But he's very just always on just incredible defense. But he uses that defense so much that it makes him into a boring fighter. But it doesn't take away from him being a good fighter. You have Bernard Hopkins, which I'm a fan of Bernard Hopkins. I love, he's so passionate about the sport. He's so dedicated to the sport. The guy's a mastermind. He'll use everything and anything to his advantage. He loves the mind games. Bernard Hopkins, defensively, he's incredible in that ring. The strategies, the game plan, everything. Hopkins is just the one to admire for a younger boxer coming up. But to a casual boxing fan, if he was sitting at a bar watching a Bernard Hopkins fight, he'll probably just be bored. He'll get bored, because not everyone can appreciate what Hopkins does in the ring, except for fans who watch the sport of boxing a lot. We could see those little things that he does in the ring that we appreciate, that we know that not everyone can do. But excitement in boxing is knockouts and knockouts. Not everyone can do that. That's why it's so exciting. You don't always get a Mike Tyson, a Felix Trinidad. These guys don't come around all the time. So when they do, it's But I believe that John Ruiz has been able to work with what he has, and he's been able to achieve a lot with what he has. And I'm telling you, man, he can ruin David Haye's night. I'm not, I'll do a prediction bid when this fight gets closer. But it's a very interesting fight. You know, John Ruiz, he's older now. You know, so I haven't seen him. I don't know how good he's doing in the ring, but he keeps winning. He keeps winning. So John Ruiz, you know, I have a lot of respect for the guy, the quiet man, and I also have a lot of respect for Mr. David Haye. It's going to be an awesome fight. You know, I hope it's on some channel. It got to be free, though. It got to be free. Don't bring that pay-per-view BS on me, though, man. And I almost forgot to give you the date before I end the vid. April 13th. April 13th, John Ruiz versus David Haye. Just wanted to give that quick info out there, and y'all know, boxing fam, catch you on the next one.